Woody's ghetto. He's
He
ghetto.
sure is. What part of business do you think I'm supposed to be jumping in people's chats and just post it up and basically spamming my business in people's chats? You don't do that.
Yeah, yeah, you'll
That
get deleted for that.
you'll get deleted in a heartbeat. They're like, don't be doing. He even does it. He's like, don't be referring people to other channels and other websites or whatever in my chat. You don't do that, but it is permissible to send out emails to people, and if they want to look at, they want to look at. It's like sending a flyer to somebody's door. Hey, here I go. Here's what I do. Here's my business. These are the services that I offer. There's nothing
Right.
wrong with that.
See, you don't go DMing people on Instagram like him. If you look through his shit, because I seen his Instagram, yo, can I interview you? Can I interview you? Do interviews? That's not professional. The professional way, which everyone knows, is an email. I don't expect
Yeah,
Willie to know that because he's not on that mentality. He has the mentality of a boy and drama. So
no
he wouldn't
experience in
understand
this
that.
field.
Yeah, I remember how it went. Get me the emails. You would contact them, the potential channels. You would contact them and say, listen, I can make your channel grow. I can make
Yes.
it better. And there's more promotion on your channel. How do you think how YouTube works? You know, when you see something on YouTube, let's say if you're watching something on baseball, now something related to that will come up. That's like promotion right there. Like, okay, you look at this and look
Exactly.
at that. That's how it works. So I understood that. That
Right.
I got. And
You and Ryan also know almost a lot of the blueprint to what it is that we was pitching. It's similar, and the only way, and one of the things he tried to make it sound like was, okay, we was trying to get subscribers, but he kept trying to leave out and the channel holder. You can't do all that and be successful unless you do have the channel holder.
facts. Exactly.
Oh, boom. There we go. High sound right now, man. I forgot to clear the mic. I just wanted to say, let me give y'all a quick intro. There we go. There we go. There we go. Want to give y'all a quick intro. Letting y'all know, man, it's not really cool to be trying to steal people's subscribers. That's not the nature of the game. Even though on YouTube we can all subscribe and watch who we want to watch. That's the beauty of this platform. The thing that I be trying to introduce to other channel holders, and that's the important, that's the key to the whole game, is that look, there are other types of platforms, and now they're becoming more and more prevalent, like Rumble, and I forgot what the other one is, but where you can actually go up there and start monetizing, even if you just got 100 subs. I mean, long as you're monetizing, long as you're doing your thing, you can charge and make subscriptions and all of the, and that's the same thing we're offering. So I don't get where somebody felt the kind of way like sending people emails, which is really the proper way to do business. If I'm not correct, that's why they got such thing as a spam folder. If you don't like it, just send it over there. That's all it is to it. I'm not gonna be all up in your DMs every time you talking about something. I'm telling everybody come to my channel. No, that's rude. Hella rude. But shout out to you, D Nice. Appreciate you making that perfectly clear. You have learned a lot real fast. But y'all see the topic, man. I watched the essentially the replay of the whole thing, man. It was nice, man. It was nice. I liked what I saw, man. You know what I mean? I saw, you know, uh, BET getting back. and putting herself in position as far as, getting a chance and showing the culture, man. And they did a good job on the award show. Um, this young lady, I wasn't really aware of her. I mean, I heard her name, but I'm like, okay, who is Ice Spice? But looking at her, I'm like, yeah, she's nice looking. But then I heard her music and she was lit. She kind of had it popping, and I'm like, okay, Ice Spice, I get it. Boosie was clowning, wasn't he? I don't know, man. It's kind of like with Boosie, man. Right now, he's trying to I don't want to say getting the everybody's giving him that eye like you got out. I don't know, man. That everybody gets that eye now, especially when you come up out the feds. But I just had a group of people over here in my area that got swooped up on the PPP stuff and all that shit. And they didn't even. I think they got booked, but they was out like within 24 hours. I'm like, oh, okay. But of course, there's uh, all that in the window. Boozy screwed the Boozy. Boosie's, let's just say Boosie's on a whole nother area, a whole nother plane, man. How he's getting down, but all I know is that he got out, man. These media outlets, man. It's not cool, man. You can't even go. The feds be on somewhere you can't even lie and say that was a prop gun, that was a squirt gun. They be like really on your ass, and as soon as you go live on some shit like that, they catch your ass around the corner and fuck around and find your shit and be like, "You're butt, man. You was on Instagram acting a fool with your gat out and your sack out and all of the things, and next thing you know, you're getting booked, hooked, and cooked. It's like, ooh, not a good look with the summer coming up. Because let's face it, everything's opened up, and with this BET thing, that kind of gives you an example of just how lit it's getting again. But what did y'all think of Ice Spice, man? You think she's like giving Cardi B a battle, or has the potential to give Cardi B a battle? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, a lot of people saying like, we don't know where she came from. The people in her own town is like, I don't know who Ice Spice is. She's coming off like a plant. Backs backs Front Street. They really are. They playing catch and release, trying to see what they gonna do when they get back. So it's where you got all that money hidden. Cause they got them for a couple million licks over here, and they're like, we ain't found the money. We're taking cars and homes and shit, but the money, they have not found the money. Woo! So they let you out to go out there and get on Instagram and tell on yourself. But straight up, I don't know. I would have invested in some. I would have took my money and got right into my business. That's where it was supposed to go. I'd have been doing, some promotional concerts and shit like that. See, I'd have moved my game up to where now, okay, now I'm not just doing the interviews. I'm doing the whole promotional set. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all, there's a bunch of people headed here from Seattle. Some new, some old, man. And I'm like, man, I'm in a position to go ahead and get those meet and greets going. But I don't know if Ice Spice came. I definitely have to be lining up to get a close up. She's kind of fine. I gotta give her that. You feel me? So to me, the overall thing about the BET is I like the way they was accentuating the old school shit. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all was feeling that, man? I was feeling that, man. I'm gonna play a little clip from you that I kind of took from there, and to me it was popping. I like what I saw, man.
Scream, bravo! Everybody in the house say ho! Where's the party at in here, y'all? Where's the party
Give me a
at?
second. I'm trying to
What's
bring it up out that
up? Say
file.
here!
Here we go. Here we go.
Scream, bravo! Everybody in the house say ho! Where's the party at in Look, right here. Let it on.
Go doggy, go doggy, go doggy, go doggy, go doggy, go doggy, go, 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 go,
Come on.
Hey yo, Doug,
What?
put your ballies on.
Yo, Rick, I was about to buy and need a shoe haul. Because the shoes always hurt my core.
6 what?
6 minutes.
6 what?
6 minutes.
6 what?
6 minutes. Take it fresh, y'all.
And we're
On,
Bring it down.
on, come on, check it. Come on, y'all. Oh, yeah. We know y'all know the words to this one. If y'all know it, sing along with us one time. Lottie Dottie. Lottie Dottie. Lottie. Lottie. Have a good time, y'all. You know what? Yo, beat this. Lottie Dottie. We
Hell yeah, Black Cuddy, Lottie Dottie. We show love the party. And let me tell you something. Slick Rick did a set. Oh my goodness. When he did uh, um, the cut, that we all know, They said Dave the dope fiend shooting dope. Boy, they kind of turned it down right there, but I understood where it was going. They kind of trying to keep it friendly, ear friendly for the general public. But they was dope, man. I love children's story exactly. It was dope, and I was like, man, it just took me back. You know what I'm saying, Cuddy? AD, it took me back. I'm like, man, that was when hip hop you could really feel. Did you see the way the crowd was? I'm telling you, man, it made everybody get up and see. We just ain't doing that no more. We're not doing that. You feel me? I'm telling you right now, I was like, woo, I'm in there. It was New York. All I got a little issue with some of this, Cuddy. I'm gonna bring it up later. Okay, give me a chance. But it was New Yorkers on site. You know what I'm saying? And the beautiful thing is that they paid tribute. You know what I'm saying, to somebody who I felt like really, really, really was overlooked. Man, not overlooked, but let's just say I just think he should have got his flowers. Real, early and whatnot. Buster Rhymes. That dude, to me, he was like one of the filthiest lyricists, along with the ability to flip. You know what I'm saying? Flip his tongue and do that. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I already know the close up, and he was to me was just and then let's check this out, okay? You never heard Bus, at least not over here on the West Coast, in some bullshit. You know what I mean? I mean, he could have really been a nice diplomat for even BET, or just the whole hip hop movement. You know what I mean? To where it's like, Buster, he had these flowers coming, man. You feel me? Because he was definitely the bomb. What's up, Ryan? Yes, I'm getting there. I'm getting to that too, man. It was a beautiful production, man. It was a beautiful production. Like I'm saying, man, to me, it was definitely, one of those BET awards that I say was up there, pretty good, and they showed a good showing of the hip hop game, and that was, to me, was what it was all about. And then they started bringing out the legends. Come on now, they started bringing out the legends, the people who took the hip hop game just a little bit in another direction. After the Buster Rhymes and the Dougie Freshes and all them, out came Ti and Master P. And I'm like, okay, shit, we covering the whole spectrum. Because to me, these guys showed us another lane. Matter of fact, what they showed us is that hip hop can really be continental, that all areas of the United States can have a contribution. You know what I mean? These guys put their southern twang into the game, and it was a good look, a damn good look. And not only that, I mean, let's face it, Master P showed everybody how to be your own man, a self entrepreneur, self made, Uh, you know what I'm saying? Self-made, independent label guy. You feel me? Facts. Yes, yes. And Buster bringing out the New York female rapper that better that all new female rappers. Her name was Scarlett. He's doing that right now, huh? Yes. Okay. What was that other one back in the day that he had? She was kind of tall and slim. She was nice, and she used to work with Buster back then. You remember? You remember Cuddy? But she was nice too. She was definitely nice with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I didn't know. Yep, she's a made woman. Okay, Black Cuddy. Yep. Children's story was the skate rink get down. Facts, AD. Oh my goodness. You just took me back to when I fell and bumped my head. I was trying to get on the floor so fast with the Rick the with this children's story, man, and I fell and hit my head, man. Like I was kind of dazed, but I shook it off and got out there anyway, man. Cause man, that was the shit, man. I was skating back then. You know what I mean? I was. We had a place out here called Ridge Rink. You know what I'm saying? And this is the I had to say this is what this music was kind of made of. It was like feel good stuff. You know, it wasn't a bunch of I mean, yeah, there was some shit sometimes that popped up, but not like now where every song is damn near beef. Oh, okay. Yep, yep. Ryan says this is one of the best BET words in a minute. I believe facts. I believe it. That's how I feel. I feel like it was, man. I really do, man. I liked everything that they, the basically the message they were sending out, dancing music. And it seemed like what they were trying to push the fact was is that let's get, the industry's like, let's get back to this. Raw Digger, boom. You be knowing, Cuddy, you was there. I liked it, Raw Digger, man. She was nice. And Buster was, getting her some, some visuals and getting her up there. And I don't know what happened with it, but I think the industry started moving another direction. Raw Digger was like, to me, a stand up. The Flip Mode Squad. There you go. Well, Cuddy, I'm glad you're here. You helping me out. I'm about to send them reverse drops to you. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, she was definitely, I felt like she was up and coming. Then everything just even for Buster, they kind of, it's like they went away from that. That's right. I felt like she was dope too, Liberty. I do. But they kind of went. Do you guys believe they kind of went from that mode of hip hop, taking it to the Foxy Browns. Yes. See what I'm saying? Now, these were the kind of legends that set the mode. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm outside of the front of the loft over here. But yeah, I felt like, those were the women that set the mode, obviously, for what's going on. I bet you are, Cuddy. You official member of the Flipmore Squad. I bet you are. Man, Foxy Brown that was chocolate. That was like, damn, she was perfect. You know what I'm saying? I agree 100%, Liv. I do. But yeah, Cuddy, you ought to dig into your archives, man, sometime, man. Just come up and just, break out some memorabilia and some pics. I know you got all that shit. I know you got all that shit put up there somewhere showing you doing your thing. I know what you used to do. And yes, yes. Put us on. You beat me to the punch, Liberty. Put me on, man. Let me see some of that shit, man. At least come up here sometime, in a co-host. Straight up. Oh, whoa. Yep, that his DJ was dope. DJ was hella fucking dope. And if you think about it, just like, with those guys is Dougie Fresh's DJ was super dope. Anybody know who his DJ was back in the day? Cause I got a feeling he's like connected, with some people. Yeah, been 20 years ago. 20 years ago. But that sound, it ain't, man, they could bring that back and it would start a whole new movement, straight up. It would start a whole new movement. Cause what from what I seen of the BET Awards, you know what I mean? It was like they had an opportunity to show us something that we've been missing again. Like, you know what? We need to bring this shit back. Bring it back. Cause that other shit, every one of these guys that, and we were just talking about this on ADs today, that these guys they're getting music out, right? They're getting their checks, and then next thing you know, they're getting booked. Cuddy, you are in the wind, bro. Ooh, I believe you. You told me what you did for a living. See what I'm saying, man? I'm just glad you're on my team. But, you know, they're showing us that we need to go back to this shit. We need to go back to it, man. Back to it, man. Y'all feel that way? Because I'm like this, man. Straight up. If the Migos can be reunited, bring back the whole sound. When they did this, let me tell you something. This was like a really, really special part of the show, man. I don't know about y'all, but I as a grown ass man, that shit, I felt a heartstring being pulled. Because at the end of the day, these two guys, they were more than just the Migos. They were all family, really blood family. And whatever happened to them, right at the end there, where they got separated, and maybe they started getting to their their lifestyle. Obviously, Cardi B is a whole project within herself, for Offset. But it's like it separated them into this mode to where I think they got vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that happens when you lose that one spirit that you have with you, and just that extra set of awareness and around. That's just my feeling, and then something happens, you know what I'm saying? And I think these brothers had realized it. Oh, Ryan got timed out. Oh, shoot. No. I know it happens, AD. How many times I didn't did that, AD? I'm not mad at you. It is a mistake, Ryan. Don't worry about it. You'll be back. I still haven't got to Ryan's account yet either, man. I gotta go to the up into the studio and get on the big computer and dig into the graveyard. But again, man, how did y'all feel about the performance, man, with the Migos, man? I mean, straight up, man. That was it like? Did it make you feel a kind of way, man, to see that and you know just know everything that happened with them and what happened in the end, the tragedy and all that. Did that make y'all feel it? Because it did to me. And I like, man, and they did a nice tribute to him. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful, man. I just think, yep, AD, it was needed. It was needed, man. They got to get back together, man, and create that sound again. Okay, there you go. Angel Crispin chimes in. Jeffrey Allen Towns, better known as DJ Jazzy Jeff. How could I forget that shit? See, this is some East Coast shit. That's why I'm glad we're all connected. Thanks to AD for kind of bridging that gap because he always makes sure New York is represented as kind. Check this out, y'all. It's like this. We got y'all over there on the coast, over on the East Coast. We got AD in the middle and me over here on the West Coast. Man, you guys can't beat that, man. Can't beat that, man. We're gonna cover all this shit. That's why there's just a lot of information between all of us that can get out here and become content. It's a beautiful thing. That's why I said I've been feeling good about it. All. It's not. I don't think anybody can interrupt that, and that's what's making people big mad. James Sizzle, what's happening? Oh, you did, Cuddy? We've all done it. We've all done it. We've all accidentally timed out people. One time I had the phone in my pocket. I was timing out multiple people. People was getting hit with my shotgun. I was hitting so many people. Okay, yep. Definitely, man. I was like, damn, forgive me. 1,000 pardons, AD. I didn't mean that. I even had my dog time somebody out. Yeah. Cuddy says they are blood families, so it's very hard for them. Not, I mean, come on, man. That is like, this is no. And then when you're suffering from, you guys are suffering from. I'm sure that when they eventually got that moment, that they just cried for real, just straight up cried, like damn, and to let go, is such an emotional bridge because they got to move on. Black Cuddy said, Quavo, how long has the three members chain on that shows a lot of, yes, yes. The one he had on, the three members chain on that shows, show does. Yeah. What's up, D Nice in the building? I appreciate y'all. You guys are like, man, real nice people, man, real nice supporters, man. I'm glad you guys are supporting this content because, at the end of the day, we all want to get away from the negativity, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. Am I right, AD? We all want to get to, another place, another thing. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot of this, type of content for a long time. And even with Frost, it was, different type of content. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way that he ran his ship. We all know that. This is we're not gonna beat the dead horse right now, but we all know it's the way he ran his ship. Okay, but once we went across that bridge, we definitely was in the dark side of YouTube. That's all I can say. Yep. It's like, and that's why, I don't mind, even if I was in here with just, however many people, man, doing this type of content to me, that there he goes, he's back. Ryan's back. But that BET award show was one of the best ones in a long time, man. You know what? And so now, Cuddy, I'm gonna hit you with this, man. Did you notice anything was missing in the BET Awards though? Because it was a cast of thousands. It was stars up in there, and I can't lie. Regardless, I watched it. It was all man. It was him. Yeah, I'll tell you what it was, Cuddy. So now we got a responsible. We got a place in hip hop history, as we would say. You know what I mean? With the gangster rap inclusion and us coming out with NWA and all of the other people that follow behind him, and even with Mix-a-Lot, who somebody that I work with exclusively up here, as you guys know, many times we've done radio shows together, all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cuddy, I got some accolades too. We was doing the radio show and GTV together, and he's a platinum, Grammy Award winning artist here from Seattle. But I was kind of like, well, if we're gonna do a history of hip hop, I think they kind of forgot about the West Coast a little. You know what I mean? Just from what I seen, I mean, don't get me wrong, the people that were there and the performers that was there, they were lit. It was hella lit. But it was like, where are we at? West Coast. And we've been down this road before to the extent where we even came up the West Coast Hip Hop Awards. We had to. It's like, because we understand, BET and all them is a big company that's based over on the East Side. You know what I mean? And a lot of the artists, obviously, the influence and the whole hip hop history is yeah, okay. We're gonna say it's what it is. That is hip hop influence from the East Coast, and we got a chance to be broke off, and we did what we did with it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Black Cuddy, good information. They said first time Tyler Perry that owns BET controlled everything for the first time, and that's a black man too. Let's just face it, it's a black man. BET was watered down for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, that's anything good or bad. I'm just saying, it's something that was developed obviously by us in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the old school Donnie Simpson days and in the basement days and all that. Rap base, Rap City, all that. That's where I was at. You know what I mean? I mean, my guy E Dog, which I just showed y'all, where's he at now? My guy E Dog, he was, he was getting rotation. That's E Dog in the middle. That's Mix-a-Lot's roadie, and he ended up getting a gold record out of all of it. He was getting rotation on the BET night show. What was that called again? I forgot. It was late night though, but you could get your joints up on there and get played, and then maybe even get some, certification, which is what E Dog gets. Shout out to E Dog. Um, you guys know that's one of my partners that I started in radio. He did have a stroke recently, and I've been doing a lot of work with his fundraisers and stuff. And I hope y'all, keep him in your mind at some point, if anything, just for me, just for me. Thank y'all. But yeah, where was we at, Cuddy? Where was the West Coast? They didn't put us in there, man. And that's like, well, we got to be careful of, because guess what happens from there? Somebody takes a, 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 a kindling and says, "Let me stick this in the fire," uh, and all of a sudden it becomes the East Coast West Coast thing all over again. Don't let that happen. Let's keep it going where we build on positivity, and don't forget about us over here, because we do got something to bring to the table for sure. Come on now, let's not forget about all the low riders, all of that whole thing. That's a whole other chapter in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I mean, what can I say? Crip walking, all of that, it's all part of hip hop. And I just felt like that was a little bit of kind of left out of the BET award. But I get it. We already know where Tyler Perry's from. Feel me? He's from over that way. So, but that would be something. Yes, it was Rap City. Ryan comes with the info. Exactly. And that was the one that we got on. Then you can come up Freestyle Friday with Big Ticket. These are all platforms that we love and we miss. So I'm hoping Tyler Perry opens that back up. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that was a big ass fucking feud, but it was probably industry based. You know what I'm saying, D Nice? That the feud was industry based to what first initially to create, a buzz, and then also generate, sales and notoriety, you know what I'm saying? Then of course it went too far. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, when people feel like they ain't eating as much as the other person, they get a little sensitive. You know what I mean? They get a little sensitive. So that's what could easily happen. It's like, don't forget to drop our artists and get us in rotation, because we deserve it too, man. We ain't trying to see it go left. Feel me? We're not trying to see it go left. And we already got a bad reputation. Artists coming out here and bad shit happening to them. It's like, come on, man. I believe, and from what I saw the BET Awards, that music is a way to create. That's right. We lost some of the greatest of all time. But good point, D Nice. But like I said last night, seeing everybody dancing and moving and all that, it's just something. Facts. They did have E40 and Warren G. Right. They did. But you see the promotion, the push. You know what I mean? That's the things that these guys look at, like, and they're not pushing us like everybody else. You feel me? And that's just something we need to just be mindful of. Like, man, we don't want to get into that mode, because people get away because they don't feel like they're eating like everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? But now, I mean, with the way technology is, it's like, damn, man, you don't really, I mean, BET is a big machine, but I mean, let's face it, when just like what 3 4 years ago, BET was something else. You couldn't even watch rap videos and music on there no more. You know what I mean? It's like turned into a regular TV station with soap operas and shit. But hopefully, Tyler Perry brings that back and makes it crack again. But yeah, man, most definitely to me, I agree with you 100%, Ryan. It was one of the best ones in a while, man, and most definitely, you know, was something worth watching. Y'all didn't get a chance to watch it, go watch it. They got it broke down in segments. You can see some of the acts broken down. Just watch whoever you want to watch. But the one you should watch the most, man, the Migos, man. It hit me. I was like, man, I can imagine how they felt, how they feel, you know. And they got to get close, you know what I'm saying, and work it out, which they obviously had done. And the tribute was beautiful. It was beautiful, you know. Only reason why I didn't really clip all that and get that on here is because I already know I would have got hit. I would have got dinged and some more stuff. And the Dougie Fresh 6 minutes is like, okay, that's already sample. That's sample after sample. And I didn't, you know, it wasn't really no verses to it, just the, you know, the beatbox and all that. So it's probably gonna slide. We'll see. You know, I said same thing with MTV when it first launched. It was 24-hour music videos, and now it's TV shows. Exactly. You know, it got watered down because I mean, I guess ultimately, at the end of the day, maybe they feel like that's where they're gonna make all their money. I don't know. You know, I don't see how because well, probably because the way it is now, YouTube is definitely, you know, a launching pad for anybody who's trying to be doing music, artists, obviously what we do, media platforms, podcasts, all of that shit. So it's like, you know, there's another lane, and there's so many other lanes that can be pursued. It don't have to be the BETs and the MTVs, all that stuff. I mean, it was good then because that was the limited access that we had, you know, to be able to get on those platforms and get out there. But now you can do it right here. We're doing it right now. You feel me? So, with that being said, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Let you know, man, that was a great, great show by BET, man. I dug it. You know what I'm saying? Just hoping, you know, you guys don't forget about us. Don't forget about Drake. You know what he say? Don't forget about us. Straight up, because we got a big contribution to hip hop too, you know. They have BET Soul and Hip Hop. They also show videos too. Okay, it's good looking, Angel. Yeah, that's what's up. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all coming through. Salute. Just a quick little thing, show some appreciation to BT. Like I said, y'all go over there, check out the Migos stuff, man. It was nice, man. It's tear jerking. All right. Thank y'all for coming through, man. See y'all next time. As we say in our language, inshallah. God's will. I'll see y'all next time.